Shamashati, Sadashati, Ittadi.
Yeah. So here is a person coming near. He will give me something. This person gave me something last night. Now another person is coming near. He may give me something. The person who just passed did not give me anything, but another person will come and he will give me something. Thus, the person in the renounced order gives up his neutrality and depends on the charity of this person or that. Thinking in this way, he adapts the occupation of a prostitute. So why Mahaprabhu said that it is good that he has given up, because just imagine someone is standing at the Simadwara gate. He is totally dependent on the other person to give food, right? So one person may look at him and then may think, oh no, I don't want to give. Then the other, so what happens when, say for example, if I am standing there, I may think, oh, somebody is coming, they will give me food. And if that person doesn't give food, I feel disappointed. And then I will look around. Oh, somebody else is coming behind. Maybe he will give me food. And if that person doesn't go, then I feel very disappointed. Then I look around. Oh, maybe he will give. Oh, but he gave me last night. Why he didn't give me? Like so many thoughts. It is like a prostitute who is actually, thinking about different men. So this will disturb the mind. And it will, a sannyasi is not supposed to be dependent on others and thinking that, oh, this person will satisfy me, that person will satisfy me. Like that, one should not be too dependent. So Mahaprabhu was so happy that Raghunatha Dasa Goswami has understood that it is not the proper way for a sannyasi to stand and beg like this. Rather, where there is free food is given, you just go, take the food, and then be satisfied. So yeah.
Slok 260, 86. Chatre Jayo Jatha, Chatre Jayo Jatha, Labho Udhara Baran, Unnakota Nahi Shuke, Krishna Sankirtan.
If one goes to the booth where free food is distributed and fills his belly with whatever he obtains, there is no chance of further unwanted talk, and one can very peacefully chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So just go there, eat. There is nothing else you're thinking, one is thinking, or nor one is, the mind is chattering. It is so peaceful. And so if one's mind is peaceful, then only one can chant the holy name, right? If someone's mind is disturbed, oh, that person will do this person will do this, oh, I didn't get it, why he didn't give it. If the mind is all the time thinking about the other person and was completely dependent, when the mind is restless and no peace, then how the mind can focus? Like they say, asantasya kuta shukam. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, asantasya kuta sukham. Ashanta means a person who is not shanta, who is not peaceful. Kuta sukham, how he will be happy? If someone is not peaceful, how he can be happy? He cannot be happy. That's why our mind should be peaceful. If our mind is not peaceful, it is very difficult for us to focus on anything in this world. So that is why today you see many talks, people are mainly emphasizing on mindfulness. Because we are absent minded many times. For example, when we are sitting and eating, if somebody asks you, what did you eat breakfast? What breakfast did you eat? Sometimes we don't even know. We may know, but we would not even relish it because we are getting late for work or we are getting late for something. So we just gulp it, and then we just rush, for the next thing. So what happens? Our mind is not there when we are eating. That's why the food which we are eating is not nourishing our body. Nowadays, a lot of problems with the health because, first of all, of course, the food we eat is not very natural. There are many artificial things. And the second thing is we are not able to eat mindfully. We are not able to relish. Okay, if I am taking a fruit, I'm not able to relish and chew it properly, relish it and eat it. It is all in rush. We see many people in the train, in the tube, they are eating their breakfast, right? So in the running, eating breakfast, rushing, we eat breakfast. I'm just giving a simple example. Like that, every activity we do, we are always rushing and rushing, because our mind is so busy. It is always thinking about what to do next, what is next. It is not at all in the present. And lot of anxieties we carry. We are physically present, mentally completely absent. We may even do an arati and we will be thinking what happened yesterday. Oh, someone said to me like this yesterday. Uh, we are so disturbed that physically the hand is moving arati, but mentally thinking of the person who did whatever, disturbed. So like that, what happens when we are disturbed all the time? Our mind is disturbed. Our mind is always and another thing also, in our life we see that if somebody is appreciating us, we feel happy. If someone is not appreciating us, or if someone has told something very harsh, then what happens is that our mind is always dwelling on it, right or not? Then what happens, our even sometimes our confidence goes down, say in the office, in a workplace. If our boss or somebody else actually finds some fault in our work or something, then immediately our confidence goes. We are not confident that, yeah, I am capable. Maybe I have done some mistake. But what happens that one occasion would have actually created such a this thing that our confidence goes down, and all the time we are disturbed thinking, oh, he said to me like that, maybe I'm really not capable, really not fit. So like that, what happens, we are so much dependent on the words of other people. Yeah. We see that in society, only if somebody says good, somebody says nice, we feel that, okay, I think I'm doing good. But if the society is not seeing me properly, or if somebody else is saying something, that means, I'm actually not leading a proper life. So we are so much dependent on the others, that our even our day-to-day life gets so much disturbed. So here Mahaprabhu says a sannyasi should not be like that. A sannyasi is someone who should be very neutral. He should not be carried away by the appreciation of others, or should not be disappointed by the negative things thrown by the people. He should be very neutral, because he's dependent on the Lord. He's not dependent on any individual. So Mahaprabhu is appreciating that Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is not standing and begging like a prostitute depending on others. Rather, he has taken a step which will make him peaceful, and in a peaceful mind one can chant the Hare Krishna mantra. So it's a lesson for all of us that our mind also, we should see that the mind is always wavering. Even while chanting, the mind is going under directions. So we should see that. Of course, the Hare Krishna mantra is one way by which we can actually control the mind. That's why every grahastha, especially grahastha, because we have so many responsibilities, work, family responsibilities, relatives, in-laws, children. It is so many different things, bills, lot of obligations we have got. So then what we should do, that's why chanting Hare Krishna in the morning is the best way, because when we chant the Hare Krishna mantra with attention, the mind becomes calm. Yeah, it becomes calmed down, and then we can be peaceful. And in the peaceful mind, the whole day, one can actually focus on every duty perfectly well in relation with Krishna. That is why it is so important. We may think that, oh, sannyasis or people in the temple, oh, they can chant Hare Krishna because they have so much time. No, in fact, Grihastha should be actually giving high priority to chanting, because in a Grihastha life, only lot of challenges, right? So that means our mind should be more peaceful than others. So that is why it is important for us to find at least some little time, quality time in the morning, so that we can focus on the Hare Krishna mantra, so that our mind is peaceful. And in that way, we can even carry out all our material duties in a much more, effective way. So this is a very important point for us to take away. Yes.
Sloka 287. এত বলি তারে পুনঃ প্রসাদ করিলা গোবর্ধন শিলা কুঞ্জমালা তারে দিলা.
After saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again bestowed his mercy upon Raghunatha Dasa by giving him a stone from Govardhana hill and a garland from small conch shells. So this is a special gift given to Raghunatha Dasa Goswami for his sincere devotion. What did Mahaprabhu give? Two things he gave. One is he gave a Govardhana Shila. the stone from Govardhan hill, which is called Govardhan Shila. You see some of the houses, they worship Giriraj. In our Soho temple also, below Radha and Krishna, Radha Landaneshwara, we see a beautiful Giriraj. Actually, Giriraj has to be worshipped only by a second initiated devotee, a Brahmana devotee, and it has to be given by someone. We should not try to worship by our own selves. Rather, someone should give us a gift, or someone should empower, and the spiritual master's permission, one should actually worship the Govardhan Shila. And here Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is getting this Govardhan Shila as a gift from Mahaprabhu himself, you know and is also getting another gift. What is that? A garland of small conch shells. It's called Gunja Mala. Like Aditi was singing the Adara Maduram song. Kunja Mathura, Mala Mathura, Yamuna Mathura, Vichi Mathura, Kunja Mathura. Krishna is wearing a Gunja Mala. Gunja Mala is like, it is like a small kind of, if you see, it is made of red, sometimes white, black, like a seed like thing. And so it is like from that mala is very, very dear to Krishna. It is actually a representation of Srimati Radharani. It is like a garland of red, black, white, small seeds. You would have seen it. Actually, we offered this time after Ekadashi, we offered that Gunja Mala for Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Maharani. It's very, very auspicious, and it is a representation of Srimati Radharani. Yeah,
শ্লোক
280.
28 শঙ্করানন্দ সরস্বতী বৃন্দাবন হইতে আইলা তেহ সেই শিলা গুঞ্জমালা লইয়া গেলা
Previously, when Shankarananda Saraswati had returned from Vrindavana, he had brought the stone from Govardhan Hill and also the garland of conch shells. So actually, this was given by Shankarananda Saraswati to Mahaprabhu. Now Mahaprabhu is giving it as a gift to Raghunatha Dasa Goswami.
শ্লোক 289 পার্শ্বে গাতা গুঞ্জমালা গোবর্ধন শিলা দুই বস্তু মহাপ্রভুর আগে আনি দিলা
He presented Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with these two items, a garland of conch shells and the stone from Govardhana hill. So Shankarananda Saraswati gave these two to Mahaprabhu.
শ্লোক 290 দুই অপূর্ব বস্তু পাঞ্জা প্রভু তুষ্ট হইলা শরণেরও কালে গলে পরে গুঞ্জমালা
Upon receiving these two uncommon items, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was extremely happy. While chanting, he would put the garland around his neck. So before giving to Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, Mahaprabhu would wear this Gunjamala while he was chanting the holy name. Yeah.
শ্লোক 291 গোবর্ধন শিলা প্রভু হৃদয় নেত্রে ধরে কবু নাসায় ঘ্রাণ লয়ে কবু শিরে করে
The Lord would put the stone to his heart, or sometime to his eyes. Sometimes he would smell it with his nose, and sometimes place it on his head. Mahaprabhu was so happy and ecstatic having the Govardhan Shila. So what he would do, he will sometimes keep it in his heart, in his eyes, and smell it with his nose, and he will keep it on his head.
শ্লোক 292 নেত্র জলে সেই শিলা বীজে নিরন্তর শিলারে কহেন প্রভু কৃষ্ণ কলেবর
The stone from Govardhana was always moist with the tears from his eyes. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would say, the stone is directly the body of Lord Krishna. The Govardhan Shila is non-different from Krishna, because Giriraj is non-different from Krishna, isn't it? So any stone from the Govardhan hill is also non-different from Krishna. So Mahaprabhu says the stone is directly the body of Lord Krishna. It's non-different from Krishna.
শ্লোক 293 এই মত 3 বৎসর শিলামালা ধরিলা তুষ্ট হঞ্চা শিলামালা রঘুনাথে দিলা
For 3 years he kept the stone and garland. Then, greatly satisfied by the behavior of Raghunatha Dasa, the Lord delivered both of them to him. So the Lord was keeping it for 3 years, and then he gave it to Raghunatha Dasa Goswami because he was very much satisfied by the behavior of Raghunath Dasa Goswami.
শ্লোক 294 প্রভু কহে এই শিলা কৃষ্ণের বিগ্রহ ইহারও সেবা কর তুমি করিয়া আগ্রহ
Hmm. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Raghunatha Dasa, this stone is a transcendental form of Lord Krishna. Worship the stone with great eagerness. So Mahaprabhu gave the instruction that you worship the stone nicely. Yeah.
শ্লোক 295 এই শিলার করো তুমি সাত্বিক পূজন অচিরাত পাইবে তুমি কৃষ্ণ প্রেমধন
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, worship this stone in the mode of goodness like a perfect Brahmana, for by such worship you will surely attain ecstatic love of Krishna without delay. So Mahaprabhu gave this thing and then gave the instruction that by worshipping this Shila, then what happens? You will be able to get love for Krishna.
শ্লোক 296 এক কুঞ্জ জলওয়ার তুলসী মঞ্জুরি সাত্বিক সেবায় শুদ্ধভাবে করি
For such worship, one needs a jug of water and few flowers from a tulsi tree. This is worship in complete goodness when performed in complete purity. So Mahaprabhu said basically you have to pour water and offer the tulsi manjaris. In fact, it is the best worship. That's why Krishna himself says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhakti Upakritam Asnami Priyadatmana. If one offers me a leaf, fruit, flower, even water, I can accept it. So basically, if we see that Advaita Acharya also worshipped the Salagram Shila, right? With only Tulsi, Ganga water with Tulsi. So offering Tulsi is considered such a great worship. So Mahaprabhu says, because he's sannyasi, right? Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. So he says that just to you, water and Tulsi Manjaris. Just that perform worship, that itself will bring you to love for Krishna.
শ্লোক 297 দুই দিকে দুই পত্র মধ্যে কমল মঞ্জরি এই মতে অষ্টম মঞ্জরি দিবে শ্রদ্ধা করি
And some details here. With faith and love, you should offer 8 soft tulsi flowers, each with 2 tulsi leaves, one on each side of each flower. So Mahaprabhu is giving some details of how to offer it.
শ্লোক
Yeah.
298 শ্রী হস্তে শিলা দিয়া এও আজ্ঞা দিলা আনন্দে রঘুনাথ সেবা করিতে লাগিলা
After thus advising him how to worship, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally offered Raghunatha Dasa the Govardhan Shila with his transcendental hand. As advised by the Lord, Raghunatha Dasa worshipped the Shila in great transcendental jubilation. So, from Mahaprabhu's lotus hands, he got that special gift. And Mahaprabhu also gave advice how to worship the Govardhan Shila, and he followed it.
শ্লোক 299 এক বিতস্ত্রী দুই বস্ত্র পির একখানি স্বরূপ দিলেন কুজা আনিবার পানি
Swarupa Damodara gave Raghunatha Dasa 2 cloths, each about 6 inches long, a wooden platform, and a jug in which to keep water. So, whatever paraphernalia is required for the worship, Swarupa Damodar Goswami gave those paraphernalia to Raghunatha Das Goswami.
শ্লোক 300 এই মত রঘুনাথ করেন পূজন পূজা কালে দেখে শিলায় বজেন্দ্র নন্দন
Thus Raghunatha Dasa began worshipping the stone from Govardhana, and as he worshipped, he saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaja, directly in the stone. So that was the level of worship. We see all these Goswamis, their level of devotion and their level of deity worship. They did not just see the deity, they saw Krishna in the deity. That is why they say, if someone's eyes are not anointed with love and devotion, one will only see the deity made of wood or brass or made of marble. But if one's eyes are anointed with love and devotion, and they will see Sakshat Brajendra Nandana Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj. And we see that Raghunatha Dasa Goswami could see Krishna in the Govardhan Shila.
শ্লোক 301 প্রভুর সহস্ত দত্ত গোবর্ধন শিলা এই চিন্তি রঘুনাথ প্রেমে ভাসে গেলা
Thinking of how he had received the Govardhan Shila directly from the hands of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Raghunatha Dasa was always overflooded with ecstatic love. So Raghunatha Dasa Goswami would constantly remember how Mahaprabhu has very mercifully bestowed upon me this Govardhan Shila. So when he would think about it with love and gratitude, his heart would be overflooded with ecstasy. So we see the mood of um, and the acharyas, the Goswamis, their heart is filled with gratitude, filled with devotion. They always remembered the Lord's kindness. See, this is pure devotees. Pure devotees, they always felt they are so unqualified. And whatever mercy they have got, they never thought it is because I deserved it, so I got it, but rather they think that I'm so unqualified, but Mahaprabhu is so kind. His causeless mercy he has bestowed upon me. I'm the most fallen. So that's the mood of the pure devotees. So when we see the opposite is the conditioned soul, the conditioned soul, when gets anything in his life, something wonderful, what one thinks, oh, actually I did a lot of service, oh, maybe my devotion is great, that is why I got all this, so the nature of the conditioned soul is to think that I actually deserve, that mercy. If a spiritual master gives something, oh, I am special, or as some corner of the heart, these thoughts comes, oh, maybe I have done so better service than someone else, that's why I have received it. And but we see the pure devotees, we see the Goswamis, how actually Mahaprabhu gave because Raghunatha Dasa Goswami deserves that mercy, right? Because he was an embodiment of renunciation, and his devotion touched, his behavior touched the heart of Mahaprabhu. That's why he gave. So he deserved that mercy. But what he is thinking that, I'm so unqualified. Oh, Mahaprabhu, how, what a great mercy he showered upon me that I could see Krishna face to face. So that's the mood of all this great Goswamis. That's why while keep on reading about this wonderful characteristics of these pure devotees, then our heart actually can melt. And then one day when we start desiring that when that day would come when I can actually give credit, every credit to Krishna, to the spiritual master and to all the Vaishnavas, when the day will come, when our heart starts to desire after hearing, like this, when we keep on hearing, naturally, at some point, our heart will also at least start to think like that. Then what happens? Krishna will shower that mercy that we will be also able to give that credit to everyone, to Krishna, Guru, and Vaishnavas, and we understand that actually whatever I am receiving in my life is purely causeless mercy, you know. And in that heart, that is a heart which is filled with gratitude, and that is a fertile land. In the fertile land of gratitude, only the pure love can actually sprout. Mm. So that is why it is very important to fill our heart with gratitude. If the heart feels, oh, I didn't get it, he didn't give me, the Vaishnavas are not merciful, Krishna is not merciful, Guru is not merciful. When the heart thinks like that, in that heart, prema cannot come. So if we want to develop prema, then the first thing we should work on is to develop the attitude of gratitude, that we every single thing we receive in our life, whatever blessing, whatever happiness, if we start in our heart, not just by words, truly in the heart, oh, I got this, oh, thank you Krishna, thank you my dear spiritual master Srila Prabhupada, the Guru Parampara, thank you dear Vaishnavas for this mercy, it is by your prayers, it is your good wishes that I am actually leading this happy life. So when our heart starts to think in that grateful mood, then we see that by the mercy again of all the Vaishnava, Guru, and Krishna, prema will also manifest. Yes.
শ্লোক 302 জল তুলসীর সেবায় তার যত সুখদ হয়, ষোড়শ প্রচার পূজায় তত সুখ নয়।
The amount of transcendental bliss that Raghunatha Dasa enjoyed simply by offering water and tulasi is impossible to achieve, even if one worships a deity with 16 kinds of paraphernalia. Sodasa Upachar, they say the 16 Upachars, the deity worship. So here it is mentioned Raghunatha Dasa Goswami only offered water and tulasi, but the bliss what he has derived or experienced or realized, that cannot match even if someone is worshipping with the deity with all the paraphernalia. So basically the point is that yes, the number of paraphernalia, all this counts to some extent only. What actually counts is the absorption and devotion that is put in the worship. you know when we do our mangal arti or any arti for that matter, this is another point for us to contemplate and reflect, that how much are we attentive when we are doing, for example, we are doing a incense. When we are offering to the Lord, we offer 7 times around the Lord's body. How much are we conscious when we are offering that arti to the Lord? So this is something for us to, if we are not even conscious, where is a question of devotion? So this is the point. So for us to, when we do arti for the Lord, or when we do an abhishek, when we do any worship, so here we can see how this Goswamis, the pure devotees, have completely given their heart, and they are absorbed in their worship. So it is an effort for us. Conditioned souls means we have to put an effort. For us, it is not natural. But are we putting the effort? So if we have not put the effort, now it's time for us to think, okay, let me put an effort to be more focused, more attentive in our worship. Yeah. Okay.
শ্লোক 303 এই মত কতদিন করেন পূজন তবে স্বরূপ গোসাঞ্চে তারে কহিলা বচন
After Raghunatha Dasa had thus worshipped the Govardhan Shila for some time, Swarupa Damodara one day spoke to him as follows. Okay, let's hear what is that.
শ্লোক 304 অষ্টকরীর খাজা সন্দেশ কর সমর্পণ শ্রদ্ধা করে দিলা সেই অমৃতের সম
Offer the Govardhana stone 8 kaudi's worth of the first class sweetmeats known as Kaja and Sandesha. If you offer them with faith and love, they will be just like nectar. So, first, immediately he did not tell this instruction, right? Only water and tulsi. But now the next level. So it says that, okay, please offer some sweets to the Lord. Huh? And once you offer the sweets with love and faith, what happens? It will taste like nectar. Yeah.
At শ্লোক 305 তবে অষ্টকরীর খাজা করে সমর্পণ, স্বরূপ আজ্ঞায় গোবিন্দ তাহা করে সমাদান।
Raghunatha Dasa then began offering the costly sweetmeats known as kaja, which Govinda, following the order of Swarupa Damodara, would supply. So, Govinda, who is actually the servant of Mahaprabhu, he would supply the sweets. So, Raghunatha Dasa would get that and would offer to the Govardhan Shila.
শ্লোক 306 রঘুনাথ সেই শিলা মালা জবে পাইলা গোসাঞ্চের অভিপ্রায়ে ভাবনা করিলা
When Raghunatha Dasa received from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the stone and the garland of conch shells, he could understand the Lord's intention. Thus he thought as follows. Okay, what is that? Let's see.
শ্লোক 307 শিলা দিয়া গোসাঞ্চি সমর্পিলা গোবর্ধনে গুঞ্চমালা দিয়া দিলা রাধিকা চরণে
Hmm. By offering me the Govardhana Shila, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has offered me a place near Govardhana hill. And by offering me the garland of conch shells, he has offered me shelter at the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. So, Mahaprabhu is saying that because Govardhana Shila, when Mahaprabhu gave, it's a representation that Mahaprabhu is giving me a place near Govardhan Shila, Govardhan Hill, and by giving the Gunja Mala, he's actually giving me shelter at the lotus feet of Radharani.
শ্লোক 308 আনন্দে রঘুনাথের বাহ্য বিস্মরণ খায় মনে সেবিলেন গোবিন্দ গৌরাঙ্গ চরণ
Raghunatha Dasa's transcendental bliss was boundless. Forgetting everything external, he served the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his body and mind. So he was completely ecstatic, Raghunath Dasa Goswami. So he was completely indifferent to all that which happens externally, and he was fully focused serving the Govardhan Shila with his body and mind. So not only we serve the Lord with our body, we should also be present in our mind.
শ্লোক 309 অনন্ত গুণ রঘুনাথে কে করিবে লেখা রঘুনাথের নিয়ম যেন পাষাণের রেখা
Hmm. Who could list the unlimited transcendental attributes of Raghunatha Dasa? His strict regulative principles were exactly like lines on a stone. Uh, So, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami has got unlimited qualities, transcendental qualities. We can't even list it. That's what Kaviraj Goswami is saying. We can't list his qualities because unlimited, wonderful qualities. And whatever strict principles he was following, it is like if you write something on a stone, can you erase it? If you write something on a sand, we can erase it, right? If a strong wind comes, it will go, or if the water comes, it will go. But in the stone, if you write something, even if it is a strong wind, you pour water, nothing will erase it. It will be like imprinted. It is all the time, it is there eternally. So, like that, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, his following of this regulative principles are like the lines on a stone. That means, whatever the circumstance may be, the circumstance can change, but he will not change in following the principles. That is an important thing. So doesn't matter. Sometimes, what happens, one may be in a happy situation, we may try to follow everything, and if one is not in a happy situation, then one may give up even chanting or reading or whatever different things. But here, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, it is not about happiness, distress, or any change of circumstance, but he was so focused. So that is something, an inspiration for us. That's why they say whether one is happy or sad, one should always chant the holy name. So these are the strict things which our Goswamis and the pure devotees, they followed. Yeah.
শ্লোক 310 সাড়ে সাত প্রহর যায় কীর্তন স্মরণে আহার নিদ্রাচারী দণ্ড সেহ নহে কোনো দিনে
Raghunatha Dasa spent more than 22 hours out of every 24 chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. He ate and slept for less than an hour and a half, and on some days that also was impossible. We can't copy them because they are. We should not be imitating the pure devotees. We take the inspiration. So the point is that Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, because they are all eternal associates, out of 24 hours, 22 hours he was chanting the holy name of the Lord. Like we see that Haridas Thakur, and 1.5 hours only he slept. So for us, it is not possible. Prabhupada said once that if someone sleeps less, he becomes crazy, and if he sleeps more, he becomes lazy. So we should not sleep too much, or we should not sleep too less. If we sleep too less, what happens? We won't know what is that. We become crazy. That means we become mad. We don't even know what we are doing, and then we will collapse after some time. But then if we are sleeping too much, we become so lazy that we can't even focus doing anything. We are not bothered to do anything. But so that is why the balance of sleep and balance of eating is important for a practitioners like us, who are actually these sadhana siddhas. That means we follow, we are actually conditioned souls, and we are practicing to develop bhakti. But this pure devotees are already in the spontaneous level. They are not in their bodily platform, so they have crossed this bodily urges. They've gone beyond the bodily urges, so they don't have to 6 hours of sleep, 7 hours of sleep. They don't require that, and because they are completely in their spiritual body, doing everything in their spiritual body. That's why they can eat less, they can sleep less, and they are fully focused. But for us, the inspiration is that whatever time we have to sleep, we have to sleep. Whatever time, whatever we have to eat, eat. But all other, but we can do it in a connection with Krishna and absorbed, putting all our focus, our mind also, not just the body is engaged, but we should also engage the mind in whatever we do. So that is the inspiration. Yes.
শ্লোক 311 বৈরাগ্যের কথা ধার অদ্ভুত কথন আজন্ম না দিল জিহ্বায় রসের স্পর্শন
Topics concerning his renunciation are wonderful. Throughout his life, he never allowed his tongue sense gratification. Amazing, huh? Um, it is like the most, we say the prasadam prayer, right? Sharirara vidyajal jodindriyeta he kal. That song, we say that the tongue of all the senses, the most voracious and difficult to control is the tongue, correct? Because eyes I'm only seeing, ears I'm only hearing, nose I'm only smelling, but tongue is doing two things, and both the things are so difficult. I think most of us, or almost every one of us, will admit that, right? Tongue is one is tasting and one is speaking, right? Sometimes we think, okay, I'm not going to eat this, but maybe 1 or 2 days we'll control, then it is our favorite, then we'll end up eating that double the times, triple the times. So it's very difficult to control. And many times people see that, okay, I'm going to follow a diet, and then they may do for 2 3 days, and then after that fourth day failure. Because so difficult to control. And then we see that speaking is again the urges of speech, vacho begam, very difficult. We think that, okay, today I'm not going to talk anything which is going to be, displeasing to others. But the day we think more, that day only we'll end up talking something which is displeasing somebody. So that's why they say think before you speak. So many things they say, but then it's so difficult. Sometimes we speak out, and then we realize, oh, why did I speak like that? Right? Many of us have this experience. We speak out, and then, oh, probably I should not have spoken that. So like that is very, very difficult to control the tongue. And Raghunatha Dasa Goswami has controlled this urges of tongue, not only tongue, everything, all the senses, but especially we see here tongue. He was never victimized. Yes, mastered. So we should pray to Raghunatha Dasa Goswami to give us a blessing so that we can speak properly, which is pleasing to Guru, Krishna, and Vaishnavas. And then we also taste the food which is prasadam, only prasadam, uh, not other things which is not offered to Krishna. At least that much control. So Prabhupada said that, okay, eat prasadam nicely, no problem. Whatever it is, you can eat. But at least eating prasadam. And then also, because nowadays people very health, so we have to see that whatever items, yeah, prasadam, but then sensibly we should eat, so that we are, it's not just oh, it is tasty I'm eating, but we are also remembering Krishna, and then we eat whatever body can take. So in that way, we are balancing it out. So but the consciousness that I'm eating prasadam, remembering Krishna, that is important. Yes.
শ্লোক 312 চিন্তাখানি কাতা বিনা না পড়ে বসন সাবধানে প্রভুর কইলা আজ্ঞারও পালন
He never touched anything to wear except a small torn cloth and a patchwork wrapper. Thus, he very rigidly executed the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah, very strict in whatever follow, because Mahaprabhu also, for him he gave instruction, because he was a sannyasi. He said that he should not dress gorgeously, he should not eat luxuriously, and he should not be speaking the gramya katha, the gossips. So this was the instructions given to the person in renounced order of life. So Raghunatha Dasa Goswami followed it strictly.
শ্লোক 313 প্রাণরক্ষা লাগি সেবা করেন ভক্ষণ তাহা খাঞ্চা আপনাকে করে নির্বত বচন
Whatever he ate was only to keep his body and soul together, and when he ate, he would reproach himself thus. So he will only, whatever he was eating, to just keep the body and soul together, not just because I'm liking it, I'm eating it. So you see, those days also the great rishis and all, they were in the forest. What they were eating? They were eating fruits and this thing, and then because their level is completely different, they have crossed beyond the bodily, you know, urges, because they were not identifying themselves as a body. So they could do it. Yeah.
শ্লোক 340 আত্মানাম চেদি জানিয়াত পরম জ্ঞান ধূতাশয় কিমিচ্ছন কস্য বা হেত দেহম পুঞ্চতি লম্পট
Mm. If one's heart has been cleansed by perfect knowledge and one has understood Krishna, the supreme Brahman, he then gains everything. Why should such a person act like a debauchee by trying to maintain his material body very carefully? Actually, this verse was spoken by Narada Muni to Yudhishthira Maharaj regarding a householder's liberation from material bondage. Um so if someone is crossed that, in the spiritual identification, one is able to identify he is a spirit, soul, and servant of Krishna. For that personality, they don't have to too much worry about the body, um, but because uh, they can be in their spiritual platform, render service. Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, later if you see, he actually lived nearly 100 years, very long life he led. And what he was eating, drinking every day only 1 cup of buttermilk, that's all. 1 cup of buttermilk. And he lived for very long, and then he was all the time glorifying Mahaprabhu, and glorifying Mahaprabhu. And at that time he was the one who was actually talking about all these pastimes, for the devotees, when he went back to Vrindavan and narrated all that, to all the Vaishnavas who were actually in great separation of Mahaprabhu. Just 1 cup of buttermilk. Later we will see that. Yeah. So he was the best example of renunciation.
শ্লোক 315 প্রসারীর যত না বিখায় দুই তিন দিন খইলা বাত সরি যায়
Lord Jagannath's prasadam is sold by shopkeepers, and that which is not sold decomposes after 2 or 3 days. The prasadam which is left out, it will get spoiled. Yeah.
শ্লোক 316 সিংহদ্বারে গাবি আগে সেই ভাত দ্বারে সরাগন্ধে তৈলাঙ্গি গায়ে খাইতে না পারে
All the decomposed food is thrown before the cows from Tailanga at the Simhadwara gate. Because of his rotten odor, even the cows cannot eat it. So whatever extra prasadam which was left out, they will throw that prasadam to the cows. They give it out to the cows. But the cows also will find it hard to eat because it's like the smell, a bad smell.
শ্লোক 317 সেই ভাত রঘুনাথ রাত্রে ঘরে আনি ভাত পাখাইলা ফেলে ঘরে দিয়া বহু পানি
So this is after the booth, we told, right? We were discussing, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami left begging near the front of Simhadwara gate. He went to the charity booth and he will accept prasadam. Now he left that also. What is he doing now? At night, Raghunatha Dasa would collect the decomposed rice, bring it home and wash it with ample water. The cows are not eating it, but he will bring that rice and he will wash with the water.
318 বৃতরের দৃঢ় সেও মাঝি বাত খাই লবণ দিয়া রঘুনাথ সেও অন্ন খাই
Then he ate the hard inner portion of the rice with salt. That's all.
শ্লোক 390 একদিন স্বরূপ তাহা করিতে দেখিলা হাসিয়া তাহার পিছু মাগিয়া খাইলা
One day Swarup Damodar saw the activities of Raghunatha Dasa. Thus he smiled and asked for a small portion of that food and ate it. So Swarup Damodar said, "Oh, you're eating something. What is that?" And then he said, "Give me something." And then he took that little rice and he ate it.
320 স্বরূপ কহে ঐচমৃত খাও নীতি নীতি আমা আমা সবাই নাহি দেহ কি তোমারও প্রকৃতি
Swarup Damodar said, "You eat such nectar every day, but you never offer it to us. What is your character?" So, you know, so he's like telling to go, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. Yes.
শ্লোক 321 গোবিন্দর মুখে প্রভু সে বার্তা শুনিলা আর দিন আসি প্রভু কহিতে লাগিলা
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard news of this from the mouth of Govinda, he went there the next day and spoke as follows. Because Govinda also told it, Mahaprabhu, he's eating the food like this, washing and eating. So then now Mahaprabhu went.
শ্লোক 322 কাহা বস্তু খাও সবে মোরে না দেহ কেনে এত বলি এক গ্রাস করিলা বক্ষণে
What nice things are you eating? Why don't you give anything to me? Saying this, he forcibly took a morsel and began to eat. So Mahaprabhu said, "Hey, you are hiding and eating something very nice." And he took and he started eating, Mahaprabhu.
শ্লোক 323 আর গ্রাস লইতা স্বরূপ হাতেতে ধরিলা তবে যোগ্য নহে বলি বলে করে কারিয়া নিলা
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking another morsel of food, Swarupa Damodara caught him by the hand and said, "It is not fit for you." Thus he forcibly took the food away. Because Mahaprabhu was, because he was relishing, because so Raghunatha Dasa is relishing that prasadam. And then Swarup Damodar, being the intimate associate, he said, "Oh, no, 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 you cannot eat it." And then he took it away.
শ্লোক 324 প্রভু বলে নীতি নীতি নানা প্রসাদ খাই ঐচ্ছ স্বাদ আর কোনো প্রসাদে না পাই
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Of course, every day I eat varieties of prasadam, but I have never tasted such nice prasadam as that which Raghunatha is eating." Mahaprabhu is glorifying Raghunatha Dasa Goswami's austerity, his mood of renunciation. He's appreciating by saying, "I've eaten so many food, but nothing is as tasty as what you are eating."
শ্লোক 325 এই মতে মহাপ্রভু নানা লীলা করে রঘুনাথের বৈরাগ্য দেহি সন্তোষ অন্তরে
Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed many pastimes at Jagannath Puri. Seeing the severe penances performed by Raghunatha Dasa in the renounced order, the Lord was greatly satisfied. So, Mahaprabhu was very, very pleased by this renunciation, because the Guru gives different orders to different devotees. One cannot copy that. So, if you see, Mahaprabhu gave Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami the order to preach, whereas Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, he asked him to take up the path of renunciation. So it is important, whatever the spiritual master orders us, we should take that and then sincerely follow. We don't have to see someone else and then do it. Whatever has been given to us, we need to follow that. So that is why Raghunath Das Goswami, because he was given that instruction, he followed it strictly.
শ্লোক 326 আপন উদ্ধারে এই রঘুনাথ দাস কৃষ্ণ বস্তু গৌরাঙ্গ স্তব কল্পবৃক্ষে করিয়াছেন প্রকাশ
In his poem known as the Gauranga Stava Kalpa Vriksha, Raghunatha Dasa has described his personal deliverance. So we are now reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. In this, we see Kaviraj Goswami is like a, kind of is describing the pastime of Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, but also in that another book, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami himself, it's like a biography, autobiography. He has written how he has been Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, he got delivered. He has spoken about his own deliverance.
শ্লোক 320 মহাসম্পত দাবাতোপি পতিত মুদ্রিত কৃপায়া স্বরূপে জয় শিয়ে কুজনম কুজনম অপি জামাম নৈশ্য মুদিত উরগুঞ্জহারম প্রিয় অপি চ গোবর্তম শিলা দদমে গৌরাঙ্গ হৃদয়ে উদয়ম মম মদয়তি সরি মাতা জয়
No, that's fine. It's a very long one as well. You're reading wonderfully. Although I am a fallen soul, the lowest of men, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered me from the blazing forest fire of great material opulence by his mercy. He handed me over in great pleasure to Swarupa Damodara, his personal associate. The Lord also gave me the garland of small conch shells that he wore on his chest, and a stone from Govardhana hill, although they are very dear to him. That same Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu awakens within my heart and makes me mad after him. So this is a verse from that Gauranga Savakalpa Vriksha, the book written by Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. He is speaking about his own deliverance.
Slok 328. এই তো কহিল রঘুনাথের মিলন, এহা যে শুনে পায় চৈতন্য চরণ।
Thus, I have described the meeting of Raghunatha Dasa with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who hears about this incident attains the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, this is a benediction. So, whoever is listening, whoever has heard this pastime, the benediction given by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is that whoever hears about this beautiful pastime of meeting of Raghunatha Dasa with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they will attain the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hari Bol.
শ্লোক
Yes.
329 শ্রীরূপ রঘুনাথ পদে যার আস চৈতন্য চরিতামৃত করে কৃষ্ণ দাস।
Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunatha, always desiring their mercy. I, Krishna Dasa, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. So you see that in every a chapter end, Kaviraj Goswami will end like that. Shri Rupa Raghunatha Pade Arasa Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Dasa. You see every chapter end. Because he being also the pure devotee, he says that praying at the lotus feet of Rupa and Sri Raghunatha, always desiring their mercy, I Krishna Dasa narrate. I'm not narrating Chaitanya Charitamrita just like that. Only by the mercy of their mercy, I am actually able to do that. So thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. This is a Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela, 6th chapter, describing Lord Chaitanya's meeting with Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So thank you so much, Prabhu and Mataji. It was really wonderful, and this style is also very nice. Each one reading one.
Thank you, Mataji, for the opportunity to read it.
Yes,
So
it's all the mercy.
please give us apology if we do pronounce anything wrong, Mataji.
Oh no, not at all, not at all. It was very relishing. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Mataji. Hari Hari
Thank you,
Bol.
Hare Krishna,
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. So over to Ranjani, my Prabhu.
Very well. Thank you, Lokapati, Murari Pruji, and Mataji. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for wonderful session. Kindly excuse me, my throat is not good. Let
Yeah.
me share my screen. Very well, devotees. So, hope you all had blissful Rath Yatra. So, so yeah, that's. I would request if you can all share the any takeaway and from the beautiful session which had happened. Like we are thus we are completing the chapter 6 from today onwards. So lot of teachings has come up. So I will come back again and read the your takeaway points. Go through the announcement, but please write it. I will read out for the pleasure of all the Vaishnavas who are assembled over here. So the sum up the highlights of the week. So first is food for life. So thank you all the devotees who has gone last week for the food for life distribution. So I have some names here: Neha Mataji and Swapna Mataji and some other devotees. So thank you all the devotees for going there and for this wonderful service. We'll say three times Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So thank you Neha Mataji
Hare Bol.
for all these services. Yeah. So this is like a visit of Bhakti Anugrah Janardhan Swami Maharaj in Krishna Capital Gate. So Maharaj came and gave very beautiful class on chanting and devotee association, and we could, and with the inspiration of Maharaj, that day 5 devotees have taken the Srimad Bhagavatam set. So I have kept their photos over here. So thank you all the devotees who came forward and took the blessings of Maharaj on this special day. Then another program has happened in Chelmsford, and this was the combined program from Basildon, Southend, and Chelmsford devotees. So Maharaj also came, and many devotees came over there. It was a very, very blissful event. and it was very nice question answer session has happened, and every devotee got the blessings of Maharaj, and there also I think three Srimad Bhagavatam set Maharaj with the blessings of Maharaj. Three devotees took Srimad Bhagavatam over there. So Hari Bol, and thank you all the devotees, those who got the special mercy on that day. Yeah, some of the glimpse. I hope you all have been there in the Rath Yatra event. It was so beautiful, ocean of devotee and ocean of mercy throughout the London that Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra Maharani has given to everyone. So these are some of the glimpse from the yesterday's program. Yeah, coming back to the new Bhagavad Gita course, which is coming from 5th August, I would recommend please reach out to the newcomer and share this flyer, because the Janmashtami and Radhashtamis are coming, so they will able to hear the entire Bhagavad Gita before Krishna arrival. So it's a great time to reach out to the known people and distribute this flyer. So very bold. Yeah, so this is a reminder for daily online morning japa with the devotees, online sangha, which happens from 5 o'clock morning till 8 a.m. So please kindly join and take the association of the devotees in the morning time, Satoguna time. Yeah, so some of the announcement for the next week. So it's like 25th of July is the disappearance of Srila Gopala Bhatta Goswami. 25th is the disappearance of Srila Loknath Goswami. And the 29th is anniversary of incorporation of ISKCON in New York. So that was the happen. So these are some announcement from the last week, from the upcoming week. So
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Mataji, yeah.
Just so one small announcement. Just remember that. Now it's Bhadra Purnima is we'll be having Bhadra Purnima next month. I think it is 16th, if I'm right, somewhere in the middle of September. So it's a great opportunity for us to get a set of Srimad Bhagavatam. We can take a book for ourselves or for any of the family members, and then we can gift it to them on the auspicious day of Bhadra Purnima. And also if you want to take a set and give it to the people of our relatives or friends in India, that also can be reached out. So if anyone is interested, you can let us know, and then we can arrange. There is some installment base also. This Bhagavatam can be paid. So there are many options given, just to give devotees all the opportunities, so that they can get the book and read. So please grab the opportunity. And you can reach out either to me, Ranjani Mai Prabhu, or Manish Prabhu, if you want to sponsor any Srimad Bhagavatam set. Yeah, so
And yes,
that would
Mataji,
be,
we are happy to do installation at the home as well. We'll come and do
yeah,
installation and kirtan as well.
yeah. That'll be
Okay.
really nice, because Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. When Krishna left this material world to the spiritual world, then Krishna himself appeared as Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why we say literary incarnation of Krishna. So, so Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada said every gentleman should have a copy of Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So it's amazing. And it is a one-time investment, but it is a lifelong friend. Sanatana Goswami says Bhagavatam is a friend. So because we can derive so much of instructions, lessons, guidance, blessings, mercy, everything from the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. So when we have the book, then it is easy for us to access and read from the book. Not only one member of the family, but everyone can get benefited, and especially children who are growing. We can read out the pastimes for them when they are small, and even the youths, they can read, and then they can actually find so much of you know um, direction in that book. And it is very much scientific also. Whatever today's world is happening, everything, we are talking, whatever subject we are talking, everything is there in Srimad Bhagavatam. And for those whose heart are disturbed by various anxieties, this book gives great solace. We see that Parikshit Maharaj himself, just 7 days left, only 7 days, he had that to live, and he took shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam can give shelter to everyone. And it says that our heart is disturbed just by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. All that is disturbing to our heart will get destroyed. So that's the power and potency of Srimad Bhagavatam. So every home should have Srimad Bhagavatam. So if some of your friends or relatives, then you can recommend to them as well, your colleagues. It's an amazing book. So nowadays we could see devotees even in US, in other countries also, devotees actually distributing Srimad Bhagavatam in the street. On the street,
Mhm.
people are taking Srimad Bhagavatam, and they are finding it is amazing, this book. So it is really, really wonderful. So please grab this option. I was hearing one short thing I will say. One, one of the famous book distributor, his name is Mahotsaha Prabhu. He's the one who is actually making records after records of distributing books, and especially Srimad Bhagavatam, in the streets. And then he was actually saying one book distribution experience, that he once distributed Srimad Bhagavatam set in the street to one person who is actually a total stranger. And then he bought the book, and then after so many like years, they were actually looking for a place. This was, he distributed book in one part of America, and later they were actually looking for a place to set up like a temple, and then for book distribution, sankirtan. So they were looking, where is a place where we can actually store this so many sets of Bhagavatam and books, because mainly they want to use it as a sankirtan warehouse. So and they were actually kind of looking around, but finally through one of his friend, he had many contacts. Through one of these contacts, he actually found that the person, he said that you come and then see my place, and then you can decide whether you like to keep your books and use it for that facility. And then later he found that this is the same person whom he actually sold, who got the Bhagavatam set very long time back, in the streets. And this is the same person now has given us a place, for keeping all this Bhagavatam sets to distribute. So we don't know, how it actually works. It's really magical. Srila Prabhupada books, even every word, if a person touches the book, reads even one word, his life is uh, you know uh, he's protected. Actually, he's protected. That's the main word. He's protected, and his life is successful. Even if he's not taking a fully, somewhere he has started it, and you see that Krishna's protection is always there for that person. So it's very nice that we all take up reading of Srila Prabhupada's books on everyday basis, especially Srimad Bhagavatam. This is one of the 5 limbs of bhakti. There are 64 listed, but the 5 most important potent things, one of that is Bhagavat Shravan, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So every day, Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. It's not like once in a week we read, but it's every day reading Srimad Bhagavatam. We feel a great difference, in our consciousness. We feel very peaceful, blissful, and we see that Krishna is actually. Srimad Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. Krishna is actually giving us guidance, through Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is very, very wonderful book that we all can take shelter of. Every day we can read for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever time. Or as a family come together and read. Or before going to bed, we can read. The Krishna book is also the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, full of pastimes of Krishna. And Prabhupada said every night before going to bed, you read Krishna book. So Bhagavatam is so amazing and so wonderful that let all of us, pray to Krishna that we can also get a Bhagavatam, welcome Bhagavatam to our home. And whoever is welcoming, we are happy to come and do a Kirtan program in your house. We can install the Bhagavatam set and, do the Harinam Sankirtan, and brings a lot of auspiciousness, to all the family members and to the house. So all this kind, and it is free of cost. The installation is free of cost, and the Bhagavatam, one set of Bhagavatam cost 175 pounds. And the one in India which you want to give, that is around 100 pounds. Exact amount I do not know, but I can let you know later. But please come forward and grab this mercy. It is a great eternal asset. It is a great blessing to have Srimad Bhagavatam in our home. So thank you all. I will, and if is there any points, then you can read it out, Prabhu. I'll share
Yes,
Jagannath
Mataji.
Darshan.
So I have 2 points with me. So Kartik Prabhu has mentioned like Hare Krishna, absorption and devotion of Raghunath Goswami attracted Mahaprabhu. Hari Boliya, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Kushomata is mentioned importance of knowing the heart of a spiritual master. There are 3 types of devotee. First class, excuse me. First class, without a spiritual master giving instruction, disciples follows it. Second, the spiritual master gives instruction and he follows it. Third class, the spiritual master says but disciple does not follow. Raghunath Das Goswami was first class. He followed regulation principle like written on a stone. Like this, we should follow regulatory principle with determination. Thank you so much, Mataji, for covering all 3 points. Srimad Bhagavatam gives shelter to everyone. Thank you, Kanchan Mataji. Tongue is important sense which can be used in devotional service such as chanting, honoring prasadam. Yes, bro. Thank you so much, Kartik, bro. Very good.
Yeah, one more thing
And
also, we like to thank all the devotees who volunteered for the Rath Yatra, because so many devotees were in the tent, set up right from the morning, and then in the prasadam serving and ushering, so many different services. And also some devotees went to the temple and then made a lot of wonderful offerings for the lordships. So we thank all the devotees for the wonderful prasadam. One person got SP and whole village became Krishna conscious. Kusuma Mataji, yes, it's amazing. Srimad Bhagavatam can do wonders in our life and the lives of people around. Yeah. Okay.
and even Vaisheshika Prabhu was telling like sometimes devotee feel afraid of, there are so many books they are going to read. So like bringing this auspiciousness and good vibration comes at our house when we bring Srimad Bhagavatam. And parallelly, till the time we don't bring, when will it going to start read as well? So Prabhu was mentioning, first effort is bringing the Bhagavatam at our house. Then second effort is start reading. So first step, Prabhu was mentioning these 2 points when we went for training.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I'm showing darshan. Just a moment, please.
Yeah. Yes. So Mataji, let me highlight here. Yes, Mataji. So we can see now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji. We can hear and we can see.
Yeah, okay.
जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, जय श्री लड्डू गोपाल की, श्री गौर निताय की, श्री पंचतत्व भगवान की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि 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 बोल.
Thank you, Ranjani Mai Prabhu. Thank you, Shamsundar Prabhu. And we thank Lokapati Prabhu and Mataji. And we thank all the devotees for being here today. Hare Krishna. Mostly, I think next week we will be having an online class by Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, mostly. I'll let you know anyway. Yeah. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Dandavat Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat
Thank
Pranam.
you.
Jai
Dandavat.
Jagannath. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, everybody.